I want to debunk today is the idea of having a pet goat. So I know there are people who have a pet goat, but it's really not in the best interest of the goat. Goats are herd animals. You notice that these goats actually have several acres and they have a lot of space that they could walk around on, but they're all here in a group, and that's because they're social animals. They feel a lot more secure when they have other goat friends. And if somebody contacts me and wants to get a pet goat, the answer is no. You need to have at least two, but 3 or 4 is even better. I don't like to be negative, but if something happens to one goat and you only have two, then you might find yourself in a bind with a very depressed goat who doesn't really want to eat, and he's just kind of laying around sad, and you'll be rushing trying to find a buddy for him or her. So it's much better, even if you just want pets, to have more than one. And it's not any harder to take care of 3 goats. The only thing that they really need done individually is hoof trimming. Other than that, you need to clean their water bucket and refill it every day, whether it's 1 or 3, whether they drink this much of the water or the whole bucket. You have to give them hay, and it's not any harder to give them a little more hay. And so, like I said, it's really not any harder to care for 2 or 3 than it is for 1 or even 4. So it doesn't really start to get time consuming unless you've got milkers, and then you have to milk them every day, that kind of stuff. But having pet goats is actually a lot of fun and super easy, but it needs to be plural. It needs to be pet goats. Bye for now.